Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Tanya Lady T, and I just want to come on today and just chit chat with you. I'm getting ready to go to the funeral of the young lady I spoke about in a previous video. Where does it end? It's Friday, TGIF, and I took off today and I took off Monday. That was planned for me to be off because I'm tired. I just, with my granddaughter and her mom and what she's going through, and um, me also still doing things with my mother. I'm just tired, but I thank God that He gives us those second wins and third wins and fourth wins when we need them. But just wanted to come on and just talk about that and just life. Life is happening, y'all. Um, Life is happening. Um, I do also want to just say, I don't know what side of the aisle or fence you're on, but if you've been keeping up with the RNC or the DNC, I've watched both sides. Um, Last night was a historical moment. I mean, for the first time ever, just like when Barack Obama was elected president, that was a historic moment in history. A black man as the president of the United States. And here it is. We've got a woman that has accepted the nomination to be president of the United States for a major political party, which is the Democrats, of course. But it was just, it was a time to reflect. It was a time to step back and look and say, wow. Little by little, we are progressively moving forward. And that just brings me to just, again, let me get ready because I don't want to mess around and have to be rushing. But so as I'm getting my face together, I am going to be talking about what is going on in our nation, in our country. Let me just jump back to last night before I start watching the DNC convention. I'm just going to be transparent here, y'all. I've been a little tight, and I've been a little upset over some things. Irritated, if you will. Again, I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm struggling with people who are just outright liars. You fabricate a lie. You make up lies. Now, I'm just talking. This is my own personal family mess. And I thank God for the YouTube platform. And not only that, I thank God for the Holy Spirit that, I find myself sometimes standing in the middle of the floor just talking to God about things that occur in my own family. Someone you deeply love, truly love, but they're living a lie. You try to help them, you try to show them, you try to communicate with them. You just, after all your talking and bumping your gums together with them, you just say, okay, forget all that. We need to lock hands and pray. You do that and you continue to do that. But still, They lie. They perpetrate lies. They lie to the point to where you think, well, man, don't you know if you tell that lie, and where we live in certain communities, it's so small that, don't you know that if I go across the street, and I'm being symbolic, you know what I mean, that your lie will be found out. Just, you tell one lie in one spot as though I can't walk over there to that spot and see your lie. Blatantly. Just lying for no reason. What is that? Do you need to sit down and talk to somebody, a psychiatrist? What is it? What is it that causes people to just tell outright lies for no reason? It's not benefiting you. It's not going to add to anything concerning your life. So why are you telling a lie? What's the purpose? Then when your lie get found out, instead of you coming clean about the lie, you just, block yourself off from your family. We're not the ones creating the lie. We're not the ones telling you to tell a lie. We're not the ones that doing any of that. You just decide to do that on your own. You just woke up one morning and say, okay, I'm going to tell a lie. And not only am I going to tell a lie, I'm going to tell one of them real ugly devil lies. And I'm not going to get into specifics. Y'all, for those who know what I'm talking about, you got family members just lie. They lie for sport. They lie thinking they going to get a box of Kentucky Fried Chicken. They lie as though they're going to get a pot of gold at the end of it. They just tell lies. And here it is. When the lie get to you, you trying to figure out, now where did that come from? And all it is the spirit of the devil. The devil done got you convinced that your sin ain't going to find you out. That's what that scripture means. Your sin's going to find you out. That's why I hate the devil. Because all he does is deceive folk. And you don't recognize you being deceived. So you carry on with that nasty lie. And I'm getting to the point now to where I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I don't want to have nothing to do with you because you causing me to be out of my character. And then if I don't say anything, I feel like I'm a participant in your cover-up, in your lie. Because see, silence can be deafening as well. Silence can be just as deadly as telling a lie, in my opinion. So here it is now. Because I'm so irritated and because I don't want to even be involved, I don't say anything. So again, what do we do with these things? What do we do with family members that just tell blatant lies? And then the lies you tell get you so jacked up in whatever that the only people that can really help you is your family. Because see, other people that really don't have a real investment in you as a person, they don't have a real connection or investment in you, They just don't fool with you no more. And it's embarrassing when you have friends and other family members that come straight up to you and say, you know what? I can't help this person anymore. I can't do anything to assist this person anymore because they're a liar. I can't believe anything that comes out of their mouth because they're such liars. Now that's bad. When you are a person that nobody wants to assist. Nobody wants to help you out of a bind. Because what you tell them to help you get out of a bind, they don't know if that's a lie. Then you help them out of that bind, and then the next month they back in the same bind. Well, daggone, I thought what I helped you with last month was supposed to free you up and have you clear to that. And I've come on here before. People listening, they got family members. Listen. Stop making decisions that include other people. Now I can see if you're doing stuff that's gonna help you. You trying to do your best, and you go in school, and you might need people to keep your child, or maybe take you to school every once in a while, or whatever the case may be. That's different. I'm talking about people who always making decisions, assuming that you gonna be part of that equation. No. Don't make decisions that requires me to have to do a bunch of jumping through the hoops just to help you. No. I can help you a little bit, but now you gonna take on something outside of your regular scheduled program, if you will. But I'm the one running up and down the highway. I'm the one who got to pay for this and pay for that just so you can do something that you really could have said no to start with. That's the other thing too now. If you making decisions or making a life change, if you will, but the only thing you got to do is wake up, eat and breathe, but other people are the ones who got to do all the sacrificing. That ain't about nothing either. I ain't impressed by that. Oh, well, I took on X, Y, and Z so I can... No, I'm sorry. You better come again. A do-over is needed on that one. And you know what? Just because we family don't mean that you can take advantage of that. So anyway, I just came on here to just talk about, liars. Folks who lie. And it's become a way of life. Now, some people don't mind. Some people don't mind whether it be their children, their family members. They like that. They want their children or whatever to be with them at all times. Or you got that same relative that always is wreaking havoc in your life. No. No. It's a beautiful thing that you have family members that you can love and be there for and do good by them all the time, and you always want them in your face. That ain't me. I'm just going to tell you, that ain't Tanya. I want you to be able to, it's good to visit. It's good to see you when you've been gone a long time. But guess what? To live with me and be under my roof? No. I'll pay. That's just not me. Just like I love my mother. That's my ace boom coon now. And still to this day, when I'm going through something and I'm feeling a certain type of way, I sure can. I can lay my head right in her lap and just cry. I ain't got to say nothing. She ain't got to say nothing to me. I just sit right there and cry like a baby. until I move on past it. And after that, I'm fine. And same way here. When I'm here and I'm going through whatever, I can lay across my bed and cry out to God and just lay there and cry. And then I get over it and keep on moving. We all get there. We all do that. But these same old jokers, that every time you turn around, they need this, they need that. It's almost like they ain't moving from one spot. They're not moving anywhere. They're not progressing further anywhere. They just sit back and wait for you to handle and do everything. What are they doing? What are they doing to truly progressively move forward in their life? And you know, I got into a heated debate, which I don't like doing. I hate to come out of my character. I really do. But sometimes it's necessary, and I understand that. Sometimes it's necessary. But I'm going to tell you, I'm so sick and tired of people. See, I'm a person of action. Like I said, even in the political realm. Yeah, sure. Other people have big voices and bigger platforms and probably can reach more people than you ever thought about reaching. But everybody can do something. Everybody can do something. Instead of you sitting back, running your mouth, talking about, oh, so-and-so need to do this and need to do. Okay. But since they ain't doing it, what you gonna do? He may or she may can reach 100,000 people, but can't you reach at least 100 people? Stop sitting back talking about what somebody else need to do. What are you doing? Everybody can do something. But see, that's just the thing. A lot of people don't do anything but run their gums. And thus, we don't have any progress. The word tells us there's plenty of harvest out there. But the laborers are few. And it's so very true. People run their mouth and, oh, the pastor didn't do this. The pastor didn't do that. He should have said it. Why come you didn't say it? Just like with this funeral I'm going to right now. Some people that know the young man, parents that killed this girl. And they'll say, when the pastor was in the pulpit, he should have said something about, X, Y, and Z. But yet, you know the child's parents, because they come to your house, or the woman come to your house every week and have dinner. Why come you didn't say nothing to her? Where's your child at? Why was he out with a gun? See, that's the kind of stuff that really gets under my skin. Because, when you have an opportunity, why you sitting back waiting on the pastor to say it? Why you sitting back waiting on somebody else to say it? And you right there and can say, hey, listen. I know you didn't condone your child to do X, Y, and Z. But what's going on? But see, we so busy, so nothing ever gets done. Because what happens is most people don't do anything but run their mouth. Everybody can do something. If you have the physical ability, get out there and do the marches. If you can physically do something by passing out flyers and educating people on the importance of voting and how the three branches of government work and how it's important to get out there in midterm elections and elect your city council, elect those judges that pass down sentences, unfair sentences to you, your child, or the community in which you live in. As they say, get people up on game of how that thing works and how important it is to go out and vote and exercise your right to vote. All that affects us in the community. But what do? You got some people that run in their mouth and talk more junk about this judge, this police officer, this, that, and the other. But yet you don't vote. You don't exercise your right to vote. You don't get involved in the community. That's why I don't ever pick on anybody that say, I don't pick on people. Cause I'm her. I'm her. I try to get involved. Whatever. I might not can go because I work, but I try to fit it in. I try to get it in where I can fit it in. I might not can be like some of the retiree people in the community where they're retired. They don't work a 9 to 5, so they're able to do a little bit more in the community. They're able to do a little bit more and join the NAACP and be a member of the NAACP and do something. It's all about it can't be on one person. Jesus himself had disciples and said, greater works will you do. Greater works will we do. But we got to be a participant. We can't be a spectator. We got to be a participant in things. If you can't walk out in the sun because of medications or physical ailments, man a phone, call people. Go out to the PTA meetings every once in a month. Go visit the schools. And also reach out to some of these young parents that perhaps don't have the resources to get their children back and forth to this activity or that activity. Everybody can do something instead of sitting back bumping your gums. So I have a problem with people who always want to say, oh, well, Pastor Barber, he need to come over here in this community. He need to come over there. Okay, well, what are you doing but sitting back running your mouth? Yet you are friends with this alleged 15-year-old boy who killed that girl. Y'all go to the same hair salon. Why come you ain't said nothing to her? Why you waiting on him to say something? Anyway, I just, and like I said, sometimes when people come at me, I know I can be a little raw. I know I can be a little forceful, be a little bit out there, but that's just the way I feel. And I'm sorry this is being a long video, but my thing of it is we all can do something, and we all should be doing something in our own local communities, whatever that something is. If it's you going to the high school, or every time your friend, your teenage friends or your young adult friends, and they still live at your home, and they come to your house and just say, hey, look, while you passing out the lemonade and tea and hamburgers and all that, hey, how many of y'all are registered to vote? Hey, what are y'all going to do about, not retaliation, but what can we do together to spread the word about stopping the violence in our community? We can get on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere else, Instagram, tweet, Snappy Chappy, whatever. We can get on all that stuff and communicate about, ooh, look at so-and-so and them fighting. You can post all them fight videos. What can we do together to stop the violence? Because your friends are dying. This girl was 19 years old. Innocent, just didn't have nothing to do with none of that crap. Gone. And like I said, I understand it's all communal. It's a community thing. But don't sit back and point the finger at this pastor or these leaders ain't saying nothing. What are you saying? That pastor ain't necessarily go to the same salon that that child's husband, mother go to. You do. That child perhaps have sat at your table and laughed and carried on with your child at some point. We and like I said, it goes both ways. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do in the church and communicate stuff out and pray for and all that. But then, to be in all fairness, just like when I did that video about that girl that came to the church to get saved and the people, and that didn't have nothing to do with the pastor. That woman, like I said, the woman that's over the water for the pastor, she should have been able to pray that child into salvation. So it ain't no different than us out there. We want to put everything on the pastor. and the apostle. But we supposed to be the laborers to help with the harvest. Pastor can't do everything. Pastor can't be, every time there's a crisis, yeah, we look to leadership. Absolutely. Yeah, we look for leadership. But guess what? Once the pastor has said, go ye into the highways and byways, go ye. What you doing? But sitting back, waiting. And see, that's how people become stagnant. They sit back and they wait on the pastor to say this and do this and do that and do that and do. But what are you doing? And again, going back to what? Everybody can do something. Everybody can do something. Can't jump on the pastor on everything. Same way with these cop killings and everything. We know that there's bad apples. Absolutely. We know there's some downright dogmatic police officers. They ain't got no business being on the force. But then at the same time, we've got some excellent. I have a few friends that are excellent police officers. Friends of mine. That go out there and kissing their children goodbye and never know if they're going to ever come home the next day or that night. Plenty of them. And they go out here and do a good job. And they don't know what they're going to run it up into. Folks acting around here, acting crazy and doing all kinds of foolishness. They scared. So even on that thing, we can't just sit up here and dog all the police officers out. But daggone, what are we doing? Can't just sit back and point the finger all the time. We got to be active, engaged. But anyway, this is just stuff on my mind. Like I said, I'm all over the place. I don't jump from one subject to the next. But just like I said, these are just things that I'm just chit chatting, just to get it out, to process some things. That we all can do something. There's just too much going on, y'all. It's too much going on. And like I said, I got to prepare my mind, my heart, and my spirit to go into this funeral. There's going to be a lot of young people in there. I know ain't something crawling on me, honey. I'm about to jump up like electric boogaloo out this chair. I feel like something was crawling on me. There's going to be a lot of young people there. A lot of young people there. And I got to, and like I said, these young folk, they've grown up together. They've been in grade school together. And they're looking around and their friends are just dropping like flies. And we got adults around here wanting the pastor to do everything. And that pastor or evangelist or apostle, and I'm talking about, I ain't talking, and we all know some deadbeat everything. Deadbeat cops, deadbeat folk, deadbeat dad, deadbeat mama. We all know that they exist. We know. But what about the ones that are doing the work and then you sit back mad because things ain't happening quick enough? Well, what are you doing? What can you do besides run your mouth? You sitting back here blaming the pastor and the deacon board and all that, and they out here praying and doing what they supposed to do, but because they ain't doing stuff that you can see visibly, they ain't sitting up in your living room and doing you a play-by-play of what they're doing. What are you doing? You trying to get them to report to you what they doing, what you doing. Fair is fair now. And see, that's why Jesus said what he said. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. What do you think he was talking about? What made him say that? Because he recognized that people will run their mouth, see the harvest, but they don't want to labor. Because, see, that requires action. And then, see, you can sit back here and you know, dog somebody out who's out there trying, but you ain't even stepped in the arena. Like they were saying at the DNC last night. You know, you so busy running your mouth talking about do this, we need to do this and do that, and dogging out other ethnicities that have fought for this country, but you ain't even in the arena. You just sit back running your mouth. Get in the arena. Participate. You know, you so quick to try to recognize somebody else's flaws. You so quick to try to recognize somebody else's mistakes, but you ain't even tried to see if you can or cannot make a mistake. You ain't even tried. You dogging somebody out on trying, and you ain't even tried. Anyway, let me hush. I feel like I'm having a circular conversation with myself, but anyway, I just want to get on here and chit chat and just express some things on my heart. And like I said, I'm on my way to this funeral, and I just say, Lord, as you said in your word, 1 Thessalonians 5:9, I did not appoint you to suffer this wrath, but to accept, share, and I'm paraphrasing the last part of that scripture, unto salvation. And that's it. That's what we have to do as believers. We got to show people the right way. We got to talk to people. Show them that they're valuable, that they mean something, and they can be a contributor. May not look fancy and pretty and eloquent, but we all can be doing something. We all can participate to make this world a better place. And as Reverend Barbara was talking about, and I've heard Yvette Living My Best Life talk about, that the heart of man got to change. Okay, how do we do that? We got to do and edify and uplift one another and talk about how good God is. But we all got to do it. We all got to participate. The heart of the matter. The heart has to be changed. And that's the truth. Oh my God, the heart of man and woman have to be changed. So, like I said, I know this is a long video, but I'm serious. The harvest is plenty, but where are the laborers? Where are the people of God who are willing to stand, fight the good fight of faith, and be that voice crying out in the wilderness to help this generation and those to come? All right, y'all. I have run my mouth long enough. And the only thing I can say is life is happening. Are you going to be a laborer? Are you going to be a laborer? Or you just going to watch the harvest spoil and decay? When you see that field is ripe, people are ripe, are you going to be a laborer and go after that harvest? Or you just going to sit back and just, yeah, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing, they didn't need to do this, they needed that. You going to just sit back and let that harvest wilt and get choked up with the weeds? Or you going to be a laborer? Nobody's saying that you got to harvest that whole field. Nobody's saying you got to harvest that whole acre. But can you do 10% of that acre? Along with the other 99? Anyway. Y'all, I got to get going. I got on like a, y'all can see that light is real bright the way. I have 2 lights up here that when I'm doing my makeup, I like it to shine bright. So I got on this green color. And I'm going to wear a dress that I think y'all seen it before. If not, I might just do a little photo at the end of this video just so you can see what I'm wearing. But anyway, let me get off this camera, get ready to go to this funeral, and again, just lift up people in your community. Lift up people in your community. And get involved where you can. Just wherever you can. But don't sit back and not do nothing. We all can do something. All right, y'all. Love you. God bless. Bye.